So you have an wholesome chikki and dry fruits. You can add any combinations of dry fruits that you want, and it's really very nutritious, good for kids. I hope you will all try it out. So to start the chikki, I have taken 1 teaspoon of ghee, and this is a 1/4 cup of cashew nuts. Now the flame should be low, okay, not too high. We don't want our dry fruits getting burnt. So we just wait for this ghee to melt. So the ghee is melting. I'm going to put in this 1/4 cup of cashew nuts, and I'm going to I'm not going to make them brown, I'm just going to make them a light pinkish gold. Okay, so we just let this fry for 2 minutes on very slow flame. Okay, so this is frying on very slow flame. The thing is, if you just sort of fry this nuts, they will get a little crispy and your chikki will taste better. So it's exactly about 1.5 minutes, and in the same ghee I'm taking again the same 1/4 cup of grated dried coconut. Okay, I have put only 1/2 teaspoon of ghee. I roasted the cashew nuts, and now I'm roasting this coconut for a minute. So 1 minute and the coconut is changing its color. So again I will remove this. Now I will again put 1/2 teaspoon of ghee, and I'm going to roast the almonds. That again is the same quantity, 1/4 cup. You can put any dry fruits that you want for this dry fruit chikki. You can put teal, khaskhas, you can put pumpkin seeds, and if you want it more smoother, then you can crush all the dry fruits and add it. So here again for a minute I will just keep tossing it. So while this is getting done, I'm going to add my kishmish also into it, my raisins. Okay, so this is again 1/4 cup of seedless black and brown raisins. So the raisins are also getting fried. I will also add to this a teaspoon of teal, a teaspoonful of teal. You can add more. I may also add a little more, because this chikki, dry fruit chikki, is supposed to be a winter chikki. So you know, teal is something which gives you heat. So we put 2 teaspoons of teal. Let it fry for some time. So while this almonds, teal, kishmish raisins are getting, I'm also going to add 1/4 cup of dates. Okay, these are seedless dates, but I have still cut them into smaller size, and I'm going to keep stirring this for a minute. So to this now I'm also going to add pumpkin seeds, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to fry this for say another 1 minute. Oh, there's a nice aroma. So I remember I have added only 1 teaspoon of ghee so far. So I'm going to add another half a teaspoon of ghee. Less than half I put actually. This is just to make the dry fruits a little crispy. So I think this is done. We just keep it at the side. Now in the same pan, I just wiped it with a cloth. Remember we had quarter cup of cashew nuts, quarter cup of almonds, quarter cup of raisins, quarter cup of dates, quarter cup of coconut, right? So we have like, you know, 1 whole cup and quarter. So now we are going to add sugar to make the syrup, the chasni as they call it, for binding the chikki. First I'm going to take 3-4 tablespoons of ghee. Keep your flame on low. To that I'm going to add, this is 1 quarter, 2 quarter and 3 quarter. For 1 whole cup and a quarter, we are using only 3 quarter of sugar, and we're going to stir it till the sugar starts melting. Don't cook it on high flame, cook it on very low flame. It's nearly 15 minutes that I'm stirring this sugar, but still the sugar is not melting. It's just beginning to melt, and it's on very low flame. So I think it's going to take me another 10 minutes to melt, but keep stirring until it melts completely. It's melting in the center now. Meanwhile, while my sugar is getting melted, let me prepare the place where I'm going to empty my mixture. So I put oil on this, and I'm going to liberally spread the oil. Okay, and I'm going to keep it ready. Also apply a little oil on your rolling pin, because you will need it to flatten it out. You can see the sugar is beginning to melt. So we're going to let all the sugar melt. We have to let all the sugar melt first. This mixture is pretty hot, so please be careful. We want all the sugar to melt. So you can see the sugar is nearly melted. So at this time we can add our dry fruits. Let me show you one thing. See the coconut, can you hear the crunch? Oh, everything is so crunchy and nice. So let us add all this to the and we're going to give it a quick stir for 1 minute, and we're going to spread it out quickly. So we're just going to mix all this. You can also shape it into laddus. Oh, sorry. It's difficult to stir. So let us transfer it. And with this, so I just spread it on this. My battery went down, so I just spread it and I cut pieces with this knife. If it becomes too hard, you just have to do this and do this. Your pieces will come perfectly well. So you can see how crispy it is. So let me just pick up some pieces and show you. See? So mixed dry fruit chikki is ready. It is very nutritious and it's very tasty too. Very nutritious dry fruit chikki, good for kids. You can add any combination of dry fruits that you want, and yes, it's very tasty.